Huh. I never noticed that the cursor actually goes like beep, 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 beep. It goes only like one frame. There's like a certain number of positions the mouse cursor can actually be. Huh, I never noticed that. Oh well, anyway, welcome back to more Rayman N. In this part we're gonna take Henchman 1000 and finish up the Advanced League forever. Also, for anyone who actually can speak Spanish, that was actually Spanish, that character, because he apparently speaks Spanish. Or at least so I've heard. I'll believe it. I guess his theme is kind of Spanish, I guess. You know, during races. Oh yeah, apparently also opponent players can also have different skins. You know, they can decide to do that as well. How did you hit me? That's cheating. Okay, I'll just grab it again. Hey, get it back. Yeah, I only need one shot to hit you, and you probably need like 10 of them. Like they also always shoot way too fast. Also, now I'm open to enemy fire. You know what I could do? Haha. Yep, that happened. Well, I'm not touching anything right now. I'm just sitting here. Yep. Apparently they weren't. Oh. Apparently whoever programmed this game wasn't aware of the fact like it's a slide, but you can still jump up it. So maybe we need to program the AI to be that way too. Well, the computer was technically trying to get up, but he failed miserably. I mean, it's not even that hard. You just jump a lot. It's kind of like trigger hopping in Rayman 2. You know, just jump a lot and stay on the ground for as little time as possible. I don't know, man. I don't know. One thing I actually did not mention about this lump that stays stationary for the beginning of the level. When you grab it, you get no invincibility frames for it at all. So opponents can't just go and steal it right away. So that's why I don't really like grabbing it right away. I'd rather just wait for someone to grab it and then I'll just steal it right away. Because basically every character is basically just about on the same distance away from the lump. So, you know, everyone has a fair chance of getting it. Which, you know, makes sense. But I don't know, I just don't prefer it. You could, of course, but I don't know if it helps anything. There are probably some stages where you could do it and, you know, just escape easily. He's going not the way that I thought he would go. Can I sit here? Yes, I can. And jump over Henchman 800. Yup. I mean, he's still racking up points, kind of, but I'm still kind of beating them up. Well, not literally, but you know, I only got 5 times as many points as the best other computer player did. I'm gonna bounce around, so it's now gonna be harder to hit you. I'm gonna make it harder for you guys to hit me. On top of that, I'm gonna take a weird path that a computer player doesn't think to take. Yup. Okay, I couldn't quite get up there. I guess I could just go back and forth like this. Well, I guess that didn't quite last as long as I hoped, but... I mean, they could technically still shoot me from the air, which, you know, is good. Well, good for them, but, you know, it's good that they think to do that. You know, they use up all their ammunition because, you know, it's just like, if you just fire 5 times really fast, then you have no ammunition that needs to recharge. I don't know if I actually explained that yet, but I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, so that was a flawless victory, so the AI was even worse here. Hooray. Well, that does that. Yay, and now we have unlocked the last character, and probably the most silliest, probably the silliest one too. Razor Wife. Yeah, this is apparently a character that exists. Again, this character only exists in Rayman M, Arena Rayman Rush. I'm pretty sure all versions. I know Rayman Arena does have 2 characters that are not in Rayman M, but I think I'll mention that some other time. Well, I guess we'll just continue with the lumps now. And this is where, well, this is where the lumps races really do like kind of go up in difficulty. Except that over here they're pretty generous. You know, it's gonna be harder to take branching paths here, because as I said, sometimes you have to keep on a certain path to get to other places as well. And like if you fall off the path or something or whatever, you can't get back unless, you know, you get there on the second lap or something. I don't know, when I started playing this game, the lumps race gave me a lot of trouble, but then I was like, you know what, this is too hard, I'm just not gonna play them. And that's why I never really 100%ed this game. And well, then again, I didn't really care for it that much. Although I will say that 100%ing games I did kind of learn because of Rayman 1. Because the game forces you to 100% everything. Which, you know, a lot of people don't like that. But I don't really see the problem, because it basically teaches people to complete a game completely. Because, you know, it gives you the full experience of the game, basically. And yes, there are, I will say I won't always do that, because some games are just ridiculous in 100%ing. For example, for everyone who actually plays the game, but Kirby's Epic Yarn for example, holy shit, that is a game that is held to 100%. Yes, it's kind of like how people say how Zelda Majora's Mask is like 90% side quests and 10% story. Well, I disagree on that. Kirby's Epic Yarn is much closer to that percentage. Plus, it gets repetitive really, really fast. Like, Majora's Mask at least has some really, really good side quests. Like, they are actually good. On top of that, I would say it also contains the absolute best side quest in gaming history. Of course, if you don't know what it is, I'm not gonna spoil it. Maybe when I get my hands on a capture card and can actually record Majora's Mask, you'll see. But, you know, that's like in the that's all pretty far away from the future. Yes, there are indeed lumps over here. It's only one. It's only one, and it requires you to shoot something 5 times, which a computer player doesn't even bother to shoot. Well, and I was not kidding that the lumps are the lumps races are significantly harder, because I barely won. If I missed one, I would have lost. I should also mention that that if you get more than the requirement, you can never get more than 5, and there's a reason for that. But then you'll understand that reason when we get to the end of the game, because as I said, the lumps that you get here do something that is relevant at the end of the game. Not literally the end, but very close. So yeah. Oh, and this is kind of an awkward path to take because you have to go back and forth, and sometimes you just can't really hit the rings that well. Oh man, this is the second time in the entire walkthrough that I'm actually behind. Yeah, I'm not that concerned about that. Like, I'm more concerned about actually collecting lumps. Ow, well, I just ran into that spike plant right in my face. I'm still 3 seconds behind. I still don't care. I still don't know how to get on that super high path over there. But then again, I didn't really bother to look into that. And I probably should have. Because if there are like more than 5 lumps over there, well then I basically shouldn't even bother to do this race. Because I already lost then. I figured to put some lumps on the other 2 paths where the nettles were. Can I get over here? Okay, I can grab that ledge. Well, unfortunate. Okay, so seriously, how do I get up there? Because I honestly can't remember. I mean, I would assume that I did once get up there, but I can't for the life of me just remember at all. And I'm actually legitimately behind, somehow. Haha, I made the computer player fall. Well, that works. I'm still gonna be kind of worried though, because, as I said, I need to find some lumps to get... Oh wait, there's one. Well... Now I hope I'm not screwed. Okay, good. Now I need to actually finish. I was actually kind of surprised that the lump races are actually gonna give me some trouble. But then again, that upper path, I actually don't know how to get up there. Maybe that's for the last part of the walkthrough. Like maybe if I look into it, maybe I'll remember whatever. I guess the training helps a lot with that. I mean, I can basically take infinity to figure it out. Well, whatever. As long as I just remember to, you know, show that. Well, 1,000 Waterfalls is the last one. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get to all pass. Well, it's not... I mean, I know all pass, and holy crap, yeah, 85 lumps. Well, then again, this whole racetrack doesn't take quite long, because, you know, on average, it took me, like, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and whoa, I'm just jumping really high for some reason. It took me like 1 minute and 30 seconds to finish a lap on average. Hey, I hit you. God. Yeah, this is kind of a requirement, just saying. That's kind of a dumb thing, honestly, but then again, I don't know how to would have been able to get around that. The fact that there's so many lumps you actually have to collect now means that, you know, you'll actually also, in terms of percentage, you have to get a lot more. And I just fell right through that, or well, so it seemed like. I'm going to assume that the left and right path don't have anything. Well, I didn't see anything, so it should be good. Get stuck! Yay! Why does the AI do that? I don't know. Apparently the computer player is taking pity on me, which I don't really appreciate. Because it's basically the computer that's mocking me. I don't like that. Okay. I'm just gonna get the feeling that I'm gonna... Oh, of course, because I just hit that box, she's going to take that path too. Well, she fell off, so I don't care. You know, whatever, man. Whatever works. Yeah, it's actually possible to hit the lung from really far away. I found that out. It's actually quite useful if you want to go fast. Which, you know, sometimes you just have to do. Well, considering I already got this many lumps on... Whoa, some frame skip there. Considering I already got this many lumps in 2 laps, I shouldn't... Did I just miss that lump? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, there's some here, but I kind of failed to get up here. It's actually quite a hard path to get on to begin with. Alright, so... I think I should probably take the lower path here. I'm just gonna be safe and take that lump as well. I will actually say on some areas that are really light, have a lot of lighting, the lumps are actually really hard to see, because those lumps on the lower path, they were actually kind of hard to see. Like, I actually, honest to God, I could not see them. Also, I think I'm screwed, because I think there are no lumps to get anymore. Unless... no, there are none there. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Well... I would have honestly hoped to have a walkthrough without losing at all, but that's not gonna happen. Because, for one thing, you don't hear the song here, that, you know, a victory thing. Despite the fact that... Okay, so, if you don't know that you won, then you will know that the default option is back to the menu, but because I lost, it's defaulted on restart the level, so I'm actually having to restart. So, if anything funny happens here, I'll just show that, but for the rest I'll just cut out the other stuff. Okay, so I remember last time, well, I was gonna say, I remember last time I forgot to get those lumps on the wooden logs, but I again failed to get them. The Pure is hitting, is just running against the wall again. Really smart. Yep. Alright, I made it this time. So now I should be able to win. Alright, I won. I still missed 4 lumps somewhere. I honestly no idea where, but I will say I will have to blame this losing on the lumps that were actually really hard to see, because I could not for the life of me see them. I'm serious, I could not see them. Like, I was like, huh, aren't there lumps over there? Well, they were there, but they were really hard to see. They were like camouflaged so well. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Yeah, honestly, that was kind of bad. And that was not really my fault, I'll just blame it on that. They were just really that hard to see. Anyone who was watching the video and knows what lumps I was talking about, yeah, if you try to look at those, they were really hard to see. I mean, if I can see them, yeah, then we know it's a problem. Anyway, we got Spooky Tower, which is actually the only bonus league battle course in the game. This is unlocked by doing all the lumps races in the Advanced League, I'm pretty sure. Or, you know, doing yeah, I'm pretty sure it's doing all the lumps races, and I think you also need I think for everything that I think you actually have to, like, yeah, I think it's either all the lumps races or just complete everything in the racetrack, I'm pretty sure. So now this is all unlocked, and we got 2 bonus league thingies over here currently. So I think I'm gonna end it off here. And in next part we're just gonna continue by starting the Expert League. Yeah, we're getting in some serious high difficulty now. So I hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next part.